everybody, this is Bobby with BC Designs, and I have a super cute card I'm going to share with you guys today. So it is a card that opens like this, and it's just so sweet. I used the Humble Home for my online class this past week, and so I like to give you a lot of ideas to be able to use that if you purchase it. Um, in my online store so you can earn that week's free make and take packets. So I like to use that featured stamp set as much as I can. And then I'm using the Reindeer Days 12 by 12 pack. Mine is cut down because I got this when I went to a convention. And so I'm just trying to use that up before I open up one of my big 12 by 12s. Now I am using my 1/2 inch circle punch, which is retired, but I kept it. That's why it's got that black dot, so I know it's retired, but I am going to use it. You could use any half circle punch you have. You could fussy cut out, but I used it to pop out my little reef because I just don't fussy cut that well. And a perfect circle, I knew I wouldn't be able to do. And so I'm going to use my dark Real Red, and I do not have Garden Green Stampin' Blend, so I'm going to use Old Olive because it's in that same color family. I'm using the Real Red and White Baker's Twine. This is unavailable as of today, but hopefully they'll be back in stock. I can't remember when, but they are coming back. And then the Real Red adhesive backed peppermints. These are out of stock as well, but they're coming back too, so just stay tuned for those. I used the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder to emboss that layer there. And then for the sentiment, I used the Nested Essential dies. I love these dies. These are a must-have, in my opinion, for your craft room. And then I'm going to use Real Red and Garden Green ink. And then we will go over the measurements. So my card base is Real Red, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, and I just scored it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to layer our Garden Green, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I just have to see if I have any adhesive over here. And I'm not seeing any, so let me grab mine. I always try to keep stuff at both workstations where I work, but sometimes I move them, and then I forget to move them back. And then that's what happens. So we'll just layer this piece right there, and then we're just going to put the basic white that has the snowflakes on it next. And then we'll get to stamping. Okay. So I've just been putting mine with the more snowflakes at the top and the less at the bottom. I'm not sure if there's a right way or wrong way to do that. And then I cut my Garden Green is 1 1/4 by 4 1/2. I think it is 5 1/2. And then this piece is, I lost my train of thought, you guys. 1 inch. Woo! That was kind of scary. Totally forgot what I was in the middle of saying, and I was looking right at it. Okay, so if I cut it a little bit too big, which I'm not going to worry about that little piece, you can cut it off. And then I'm just going to kind of put that right there at the bottom. So I just cut that the width of my card is what I did. And then let's start stamping. I'll move that out of the way. Make sure I have that flipped over, going the right way. And for Real Red, we're going to stamp our greeting. And just center that right there, just like that. And then we're also going to use that for our bricks. So we'll just ink that up and just stamp that right there on that piece of basic white. And then for our roof, I'm going to cover this up because I think I'm done with Real Red, and we'll go into Garden Green. We're just going to stamp our roof, and I hope I get this pretty good because I can't get my head over it. Like you guys have heard me say, I kind of got a little bit close to that end, but I still think it's going to be okay. Then I'm going to just stamp that wreath in Garden Green right there. And then, did I not bring over my little doors? Let me see. Did not. I left them over there. So we'll just stamp this right underneath there, and hopefully that'll all work out where I can get it all stamped out. So let me get these out of the way before I make a mess. And then we'll go ahead and color that before we pop it out. So I'm just going to color around the bow in the dark old olive. Just go all the way around it. And there's a little piece right there at the top you don't want to forget to get. And then we'll just use the real red to cover in or color in the pretty bow. Sometimes these tinier spaces are harder to get colored in. And then it doesn't line up perfectly, but I didn't want to make sure I didn't like pop the bow off, so I just always made sure that the bow was going to be in there. And then we will grab the punch. I am forgetting everything on my other table today, you guys. So I've just been using the little square on there to pop them out. And then I'm going to grab just my regular snips to cut the door. We'll cut it in a minute. And then I'm just going to pop this last one out. Just like that. And then, oh, I did not mean to throw that away, so let me grab that out of there. We'll take the punch for the house and just make sure we have everything adjusted where you want it, and then just pop that out. And I'll worry about getting that out of there. Oh, it just came out. Throw that away. Let me get my little crumbs picked up. Move this out of the way, and then we'll just cut our door. This is pretty easy to fussy cut out. It's just a square, rectangle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so then we're going to, I did not pop the door up, but I did the windows and the wreath in just using mini dimensionals. So we'll just pop those down there. Okay, and then we'll put the wreath of, oops, I just peeled off my mini dimensional. Let's just pop that right at the top, kind of in the center. And then we're just going to put some adhesive, just a little bit. I don't have my liquid glue, or I would have used it. Let's put the door right underneath it at the bottom, and then we'll put our windows on. I'm just going to make sure I'm not peeling that dimensional off of there. I pulled it off there. And then just kind of put those wherever you feel like your windows would be on your house. I've just been putting them a little bit higher than my door, like that. And then we'll flip that over and put some dimensionals on the back. And so if you guys want to earn my free make and takes for this week, all you have to do is spend $35 shopping with me in my online store. And this bundle is like $39.75. I believe it's super cheap and it's so cute. I didn't get it right away, but when I went to the retreat a couple of weeks ago in Michigan, I seen so many cute samples with it that I immediately, it was the first thing I did when I got home, was I ordered this bundle. I wanted it, and I was kind of on the fence, like, do I need it? Should I get it? And then I just kind of put this right about there. But yeah, if you spend $35, I send you the make and take packets, and I make 3 projects, and I send you enough materials that you'll make 2 of each of the projects. And you can check it out. It's here on my YouTube channel, or if you prefer, you can watch it on Facebook. I go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, so people can have their preferred platform if they want to watch. Okay, let's just cut this. I like to double this up and just cut it in half. And then I'm just going to tie a tiny bow. Hopefully I cut enough. I'm not going to pull on that one too much because it's already about too small. A little bit, there we go. I'm just going to cut little strings. I'm going to grab myself one of my mini glue dots, and I'm just going to put it right there. Put the bow right there. And then let's grab some of our peppermints. So I'm trying to use up these large ones. So I put the large one down here, and then I grabbed a smaller one and put it there in that corner. And then I did put a smaller one up here, but I think I'm going to change it up and put one of my larger ones because I think it will show up better, and just put it right there. And you could put as many as you want. I always just kind of tend to do 3. Oh, a little ribbon came off my mini glue dots. Okay, guys, that is it for our card. I hope that you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, just send me a private message or email me. All my information is listed below. And the free make and take packets for my online class this week will be listed there as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and leave me a comment. That really helps me, you guys. Thanks. I'll see you in my next video.